So by now you've probably received my teacher feedback. And so I give each student feedback on essay structure. And so you're sitting there going, well, I don't know, so for instance, for a particular student, so once you get my feedback, right, and you're stuck going, well, what do I do with the feedback? So I will show you, you go to Grammarly, okay, so after you get my essay template, you write down, okay, let me do this one thing at a time. Okay, let's go over here. So let's say you get this, you get my feedback, and then my feedback usually would look like this, okay? I'll write hook, 5 background sentences, thesis, 3 ways to break a bad habit is, or are, solution A, solution B, and solution C. And that's the thesis statement. Basically what this is, the hook, 5 background sentences, so you state the problem of having a bad habit. So basically in the 5 background sentences, you always write what the problem is, whatever the problem that you're talking about. Now here when you have a hook, 5 background sentences, and a thesis statement, this is known as the 3 parts of an introduction paragraph. This is on your quiz. Okay, what are the parts of an introduction paragraph? Well, these are the 3 parts of an introduction paragraph. You've got a hook, 5 background sentences, and a thesis. So I will be giving practically each and every student pretty much this same template, because I'm trying to teach you essay structure. And then after you write about the problem in the introduction, then the body paragraphs are going to focus on, well, how are you going to solve this problem? And so you're going to write 3 different solutions in your body paragraphs. And so this is known as a problem solution illustration essay, where you state the problem in the introduction, you state the solution in the body paragraphs, and then here in the conclusion, once again, it's a little different, so that you want to restate, you want to restate the thesis as the first sentence, and then you're going to summarize the essay in 5 sentences. Pretty much, this is what I give everybody. Okay, so everybody pretty much, the only difference is the topic. Some people are going to write about 3 ways to save time, 3 ways to break a bad habit, 3 ways in which to improve my morning routine. That's the only difference. Then everyone's going to have solution A, solution B, solution C. And you're going to look at yourself and go, what solution? I don't know what those solutions are. So before we continue any further, you want to save this document, okay? And then you're going to save the document, and then you're going to, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Then you're going to upload that document into Grammarly. So I will now upload, I already did it somewhere else, and I will see if I can find it on my Breaking Bad Habits. There you go. So now I'm going to upload that, and then we wait for it to load. Welcome to the editor. Okay, so I have, we'll name the document, and here you have, great, right? So I will get rid of all of this, and all of this, because this is the first time I'm using it, so that's why all of that. All right, so basically what you have here is you just have my template, and you're thinking, what am I going to do with this template? And how do I do that? What are my 3 solutions? I don't know the 3 solutions to break a bad habit. Okay, well that's where AI comes in. So I press on this. This is Grammarly Go. In case you're wondering, whenever I say use Grammarly Go, this is Grammarly's way of ChatGPT. Well, see, Generative AI. So what Grammarly did was it embedded ChatGPT into its program. And in the future, if you're going to use Office 365, ChatGPT will be embedded in Office Microsoft Office documents and Google documents. That's forthcoming, so you can Google that to see how that's done. But basically, ChatGPT is going to be embedded in everything. Okay, now I'll stop talking. So what are these three solutions? So then you're going to ask ChatGPT the research question, because whenever we write a paper, we always start with a research question. And then the answer to that research question becomes our thesis statement. So in this case, the research question is, what are 3 ways to break a bad habit? What solutions, what 3 solutions can you give me to help people break a bad habit? And remember, and then ChatGPT will then give you idea generation. So right now we're in the pre-writing stage, which is brainstorm topics for my assignment. So all of this is okay. So here I will wait. Now it's working on it. Isn't that cool? So here, solution A, replace the bad habit with a good one. All right. Solution B, create a support system. Surround yourself with people who encourage you to break the habit and hold you accountable. Solution C, identify and address the root cause of the habit. For instance, if you have a, so those are the three, and that's it. This becomes your paper. Then you press insert. It should work, but there, okay, that's it. All right, so now I have my paper, okay? So that is how, if you're blanking out on, but what are the 3 solutions? I have no idea what that is. Well, that's why I said in my previous video that when you use you can use ChatGPT for idea generation and for revision. And so right now we're not in revision. Revision happens after you write the entire essay. So we have not got to that point yet. We're still in pre-writing. And pre-writing is all about idea generation. It's all about, what am I going to write about? What's going to be in my essay? What's going to be my thesis statement? And so at this stage, you're still figuring out what's going to be in your essay, okay? And so it's okay to use ChatGPT to give you ideas on what to put or what ideas you could use for your essay. And it's not plagiarism, not yet. It's only plagiarism is if you have ChatGPT and you say, ChatGPT, write me an essay about XYZ topic. And then you just sit back and do nothing. That's plagiarism. Here you still have to figure out, okay, you've got solution A, replace the bad habit with a good one. So here you have breaking a bad habit can be a challenging task, but it is definitely possible with the 3 solutions. And so here you would say, you have to rewrite this. You still have to rewrite this because you still have to write your introduction. You have to have a hook. You have to have 5 background sentences. So basically, Grammarly is not going to write it for you. You still have to write then you've got to write a thesis. 3 ways to break a bad habit is to replace the bad habit with a good one. Okay, that's solution A. Create a support system. Solution B. And most importantly, create a support system, and then address the root cause of the bad habit. That's your thesis statement. That's it. And then you're just going to write 5 sentences. So replace the bad habit with a good one. And then you're going to write 5 sentences about your thesis. Remember, when we did the practice forum 1, right? We said that the first sentence of the thesis statement, all right, so obviously I'm thinking, well, you know what, this sentence is a little bit too informal. So if I want to rephrase this sentence into a better topic sentence, and then in other words, a declarative sentence, then you press on this and here. Whoa, that's cool. I like this. Changing a bad habit and substituting it with a good one can lead to a positive transformation in one's life. Cool, I like that. Okay, I'm going to replace it. Because when you have a topic sentence, it's got to be a complete sentence. So now you got a good topic sentence, and now you have to fill this in with 5 sentences for, okay, how do you change a bad habit into a good one? And so then then this becomes the paragraph. You're going to write 5 sentences about how you're going to change a bad habit and substitute it with a good one. Then you're going to write about create a support system. That's a little too informal. I think I want create a support system. So if you're not happy with that, you do this, and look at this. As soon as I select it, it shows up over here. And then you want to write, rephrase this into a better sentence. You can even just do that. Rephrase this into a better sentence. I think that's way too, so I go like this, I press this, and I'm like, establishing a system of support can prove to be highly beneficial. Yeah, I like that. Or I'm like, I think I'm going to rephrase that again. So then it gives you another one, and you go, okay, that's a little better. See, you could do that if you want, and so on and so forth. And so you then one by one, sentence by sentence, and then of course if you would be like, well, I'm kind of, and so you want to, so that's how you can rephrase your sentence by sentence. And so here you have yourself a really good outline for your paper, and it's at this stage that you're going to stop using Grammarly, and then you're going to go research, okay? You're going to go off to say, because you still have to do your own research. You cannot count on Grammarly to do the research for you. For instance, if you were to say, give me, in Grammarly, if you were to say into the prompt, give me APA sources to tell me how I can break a bad habit or something like that. And then ChatGPT likes to make it up. It hallucinates. So at this point in time, then you go off and read articles. At this point in time, you're going to start researching. And then you're going to go to Google Scholar, and you're going to write your research question. What are 3 ways to break a bad habit? And then you can research question. How can I change a bad habit into a good habit? Okay, that's the research question for solution A. The second one, why is it beneficial for me to have a system of support? How can having a lot of people around me help me break a bad habit? Okay, that's the research question, and you got to look that up in Google Scholar. Solution C, you got another question, research question. How can I address the root cause of the bad habit? Okay, and so all of this, that's how you would use you would use Grammarly to help you create the outline. So it's okay to use ChatGPT to help you create an outline. It's okay to use ChatGPT for idea generation. And then you have to go off with your research questions and then look up the answers to your research questions. You have to that's one of the techniques of pre-writing, because we're still in the pre-writing stage here, okay? And so one of the techniques of pre-writing is known as questioning. And therefore, what I'm doing is creating all of these research questions, and then the answers to my research questions then becomes the paper. Okay, so we're going to be studying a lot more about pre-writing in week 4. So I will go over all the different ways in which you could do so what I just did with this is a research question, that's a research question, just turn this first sentence into a question. Then the answer to that question becomes your supporting sentences, because the supporting sentences always illustrate the main idea of the paragraph, which is the topic sentence. So at this point in time, you stop and you're going to go away and research your paper. Later, when all your paragraphs are all filled out, you can come back to Grammarly and correct all your mistakes. We haven't gotten to that point yet. So right now, you're still in pre-writing, and you got to stop right here. And so this is good enough. And then I'm like, and then you're gonna press on this, and then this should download your PDF. This is your PDF, your Grammarly report. And this, you're going to also download this to your computer, and then you're going to upload this with your outline, okay, so that I know that you've used Grammarly. So part of your assignment for the outline is not only are you going to use Grammarly to help you, but also you have to download your PDF report and hand that in along with your paper, okay? So that I'm seeing mistakes where people are not even using their Grammarly. So the whole point of Grammarly is for you to learn how to use it, learn how to use AI. Basically, what this course also teaches you, besides teaching you writing, is teaching you how to use AI properly. And Grammarly was one of the first AI to come out before ChatGPT, believe it or not. So what I want you to do is I want you to properly learn how to use AI, because when you get out there in the real world, in an office, your boss is going to expect you to already know how to do all of this. Okay, they're going to say, go to Grammarly and do such and such and such and such. I want the marketing of copy, Grammarly, blah, 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 and AI it. And you're like sitting there going, huh? No, that's not their, huh? That's not what your boss wants to see. Okay, they don't want to see, huh? They want you to say, yes, boss, I'm on it. And then you know what you're doing, and you impress the boss with your AI know-how. That should be the motivator for learning all of this. It's not thinking, oh, Professor H is just adding more unnecessary work, and I don't have time because I got 5,000 other homework assignments to do. But this AI skill is hot. So that's why you should learn the AI skill of learning how to use Grammarly and learning your way around how to take advantage of ChatGPT for idea generation and for your revision. And I talk about this at length in my book. But anyway, so then you close this. So you're going to download this PDF report, and then you're going to hand that in to me along with your paper. You just upload twice. So if you like what you see on this channel, you can subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me anytime.